I'm Sandy Soley with Angle and Volkers. I'm here with Mike, the owner of 9797 Pier Avenue, and we want to tell you a little bit about this wonderful home. It was built in 1949. It is about 700 square feet, give or take, right? I think there's some extras here and there. And has a humongous garage. You can fit 4 cars in there, of which there's been many cars kind of coming in and out of there, right?
Yep.
And it does have an extra storage on the outside of the home.
Well, there's 1 bedroom upstairs and a full bath upstairs and half bath downstairs. So I've been in this house for 7 years and I've never stopped working on it. It's just been an ongoing project. Every time I had to find materials, it was kind of an interesting story behind it. So another area that's kind of unique is the cedar siding is directly off the Cal Neva during the last attempted remodel. I inquired about a year before I could get it about what they were going to do with it. All the original cedar siding from 1939, I think, when it was all cloaked in cedar siding, and a year later they contacted me and said, you know what, if you come get it this weekend, you can have it. So I got every last piece. I hired a crew, we got 30-foot ladders and monkey bars, and we pried every piece off and very patiently brought it all back here. And we've trimmed the eaves and the sides of my house, and it was just an area of the house that I was waiting for just the right material, and that stuff is just beautiful, and it's got great Tahoe history. Yeah, like I said, every year there's been pretty big projects. The kitchen counters are granite slabs that were taken out of the Henry Kaiser Yacht Club during their remodel at Fleur de Lac, and the caretaker for Fleur de Lac parked them in the bushes next to his house because he wanted to remodel his caretaker's cottage with him. And he told me after he sold them to me that he comes home from working on construction all day. The last thing he wants to do is tear his kitchen apart. Him and his son.
It's kind of like the cobbler in the shoes.
Yeah, so those slabs sat in the weeds for 2 years, and he finally put them for sale, and I found them, and all I needed was 1 80-inch slab, and I was gold because I had to put that sink piece in on a clean slab, and there was one that was like 82 inches. That's kind of how the remodel went. So we grabbed them, and again, more cool Tahoe history right there. I guess theoretically it was in The Godfather. That's what people are telling me. That's kind of in the movie.
There you go. How do you find all this? Is it like being in the right place at the right time, or is it just a matter of you hunting through and finding this accommodation? Or luck? I think you're a pretty lucky guy.
And it was a magical remodel. Like when I needed material, I wanted garage doors. At that time I went looking. Like I wanted to put a glass floor in because I had the fancy sports cars in the garage. And I started hunting around for something like that. I didn't know what to look for, what to find, and I discovered a guy with a warehouse in Sparks, Nevada, where he had old steel doors and vault pieces. He's a guy that takes things apart and demos things, and he keeps valuable, interesting stuff.
So down here too is a trapdoor to the garage. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it comes in handy in the winter. I thought that up because if I need to get into the garage, I would be fighting snow all the way down and into the garage, and this way I can just drop down in. It's got a flooring in
the back cave.
It is the back cave, and it's got a secret entrance, and it's nice in there in the winter. Like it's got plastic flooring, so I go down there in my socks. It's no big deal, and I'm not cold or anything, so I can work and do projects downstairs and keep the upstairs a home. Yeah, it's a 1-bedroom cabin with parking for 4 cars. I mean, that's toys. You could have with small boats, jet skis, kayaks, canoes, plenty of room to store toys.
All your Tahoe toys.
And it's a great getaway for a single or a couple,
And then not only that, but you have these beautiful views looking out to Lake Tahoe, beautiful views of the mountains behind, surrounded by Forest Service. There's a lot of amazing features to this home that just really needs to be seen.
It feels like you're in a tree fort here. That's how I feel. Like all I see is lake, sky, and trees, and some mountains across the lake, and cliffs. I mean, the views out every window are always spectacular. It's just non-stop visual outside every way you look.
Visual pleasure.
Yeah,
I love that.
It's just always feels amazing.
So Mike, tell us a little bit about these stairs and how you acquired them.
Well, like everything else, I just patiently waited for things to show up. I was always searching. I remember chasing a guy and found these on at a salvage place in Petaluma, California, and a guy agreed to flatbed them over to me, and I put him up at the Biltmore for the night so he could play blackjack. He had a fun use for the money I paid him.
Another great part about this property is the location and the proximity to the entertainment. You can go out by foot, which is kind of unique. Tahoe's not necessarily a good walkable community, but you've got walkability to the Tahoe Biltmore, the Calneva that's getting redone, and the Crystal Bay Club, all just 2 minutes out your door. That's pretty cool stuff. You don't get that everywhere.